All right, so what do we got for you today? Well, about 6 months ago, I was in Napa Auto Parts and they had these on display. Trux brand, T-R-U-X brand. They're 2-inch mini LED work lights. I've needed some extra light on the front of my truck. I drive at night a good deal to and from work. It's usually dark, and some of the roads that I run are 2-lane country roads, and sometimes you just kind of need a little bit extra light. So that's what I want to do. I want to talk about these lights a little bit, and we're going to show you how we're going to install them. Alright, I said I got these from Napa. I've done a little research. They're available on Amazon.com, and a few other distributors have them. These are, like I said, a 2-inch, and they are 6 diode LEDs. Let's get them out of the nice little bag. Excuse me, not 6, I meant 9 diode LEDs. It has an aluminum housing. It has a pretty good little whip on it so that you can connect it with a pretty looks like rugged cover on the top of the cable to keep it safe. But let's read off some of the specs off of the box. It says it is 1500 aluminum with 900 effective, whatever that means. You can go do your research. And like I said, 9 diodes. It is operating volts of either 12 to 24 volts, which means it could work on a piece of equipment. It has 18 watts of operating of LED power. The current draw, which I think is a very good plus for this product, is only 0.87 amps. It's not even, this little light doesn't even draw a whole amp. It is a spot beam pattern. It has a aluminum die cast housing, and comes with the mounting bracket, and all the hardware is stainless steel, so it shouldn't rust and corrode on the front of your vehicle. It's got a polycarbonate lens and comes with a 3-year warranty. So there's your overview on the light. Sounds like a pretty rugged little light, but we're fixing to get into the install and show you how we're going to put them on. Alright, well, my bumper already has a couple of holes in the same place on each side. So I'm going to try to access and use those holes to see if I can get these mounting brackets to mount there, and if it leaves enough room for me to actually mount the light. Get the bag open. Problem is, I don't know that I can get in behind it. Oh yeah, there's a nice little hole right above it. Perfect. Let's see if it's going to allow me enough room. It's going to be really close as to whether or not that light will mount. This truck was in an accident at one time, so everything doesn't fit exactly like it should. I wonder if I could space that down. There's enough bolt that I might be able to do that if I could find a couple of spacers. Just drop it down. Let's put the light on and see if that valence panel is in the way. Let's see if that's even going to work. Well, let's see. It'll be awful close, but I think I can make that work if I have a spacer. Looks like a pretty good spacer. Alright, let's see what we can do for a spacer. Alright, so we decided that we were going to ditch the spacer idea if we could get the bumper moved around. So I went out in my shop and I picked up my bumper corrector 9000. That's a old school body man tool that got given to me a long time ago, and it has helped pull fenders and bumpers and move things around. That's the beauty of working on an old work truck. You can actually do that on some of these and not feel bad about it. So we're going to move ahead and move forward with getting this thing installed. Alright, so all we got to do now, mount up the little brackets, and we'll get into the electrical in just a minute. Basically all we did here was extend the leads on the light so that we could actually hook it to the back of the headlight and the electrical, and put some heat shrink over the butt connectors. Alright, so what I did was I added some extensions onto my wiring. I'll just have to pay attention because this wiring that I have, some that I reclaimed from a 18-wheeler harness a long time ago, and I've got a lot of it, so I just use it. But anyway, so I've added some extensions onto my wiring so I can reach to where I'm going to attach this little light at. So let me see if I can get this wire routed up in here and see if we can get this light hooked up. A little bit longer needle nose. I can reach them now. There we go. Alright, now that we got that attached down there, I'll mark this one up here by tying a little bow in it so I'd remember which one was my positive and which one was my negative, since I'm not using color-coded wire. Alright, so we're going to make this connection as simple as possible. This is ground, this is low beam, this is high beam. So, now we're going to do this. I've got these little spade ends on here. This wire gets tangled up. Stick it down in there like that. Since this one is the ground, bend it. Shove it in the ground, and we should be able to plug this headlight back in, and that connector just spread out just a little bit. Come on. There it went. And that'll take care of the power and ground. Now I do need to get some convoluted tubing, and I am going to do that. I'm going to get some tubing to make this look a little nicer. But I just wanted to go ahead and get it hooked up, and proof of concept that it would work on these using the power and ground from the actual headlight. So let's turn it on, see if it works, and just how bright it is. Oh, she's bright. She is bright, I'll say that. Alright, turn them on. Alright, go to high beam. There they are. Alright, well there you go. You can see we got this right one done. We went ahead and did it off camera, and basically showed you the proof of concept that it would work using the high beam circuitry to power that light up. Like I said, it's pulling less than an amp, and adding that much to the circuit really shouldn't affect the circuit at all. Shouldn't cause it to blow a fuse. Should be just fine. So as you can see, it's starting to get dark. Won't be long now. We'll be able to film the section, and where we try to aim these and see just how bright they are. So just a few more minutes, it's going to be dark. Alright, as you can see, sun's set. Got my headlights adjusted. I always keep my headlights adjusted so that they're right in the road. Let's see what happens when I go to the brights with the new LEDs on. Boom. Major difference. Alright everybody, there you go. So if you're looking for a set of add-on work lights that can be used in various different places, used as a work light, used as a fog light, well, Trux, Trux brand. We're gonna keep running them. We're gonna see how they do, and as far as longevity and how well they hold up. So until my next video, why don't you go watch another one coming on the screen right now.